And we're back. For real this time. If you're wondering why I say for real this time, I just tried to record and the game crashed. But I could, I got that fixed. I just restarted the whole recording. First order of business. New saves. One of them's a hard save even. Did a little bit of stuff off of camera, not recorded because it didn't take terribly long, and a lot of it was retreading. But I got some good stuff that I think will be very useful for the goat fight. Although I will be actually cutting to the footage of at least clearing the church area, because I hadn't done that before, um, and showing that off here in just a second. And there we go. Editing Bishop this time, rather than live voiceover Bishop. I need to come up with a better name. Something more unique. Probably with the phrase Bishop somewhere in there anyways, because I think it's a cool word. But, I'm getting off track. What was I wanting to talk about with the voiceover? Yes, that's right. First question. Yeah, because this is a little bit of a question segment. You can watch in the background. It's not super important to the overall arc of things for discussing what's happening, in the church. Just going through, grabbing the stuff. Um, what are you guys' thoughts so far, especially on like Gloomwood as a game? I like it a lot so far. That's why I got into early access, been playing it so much. And if you're wondering if I like it so much, why'd I stop playing for 6 months? That's a good question. That's a really good question for me, but I'm not gonna answer it because I really don't know myself. But the real question is, what would you guys like to see next? Because after the market, which is coming up pretty fast now that we've gotten through the slaughtered goat, there's not a whole lot left of Gloomwood until the next update comes out, of course, which I will be playing, obviously. There's no reason why I wouldn't. But other things to do? I had been wanting to do the HD model version of another New Blood game, Dusk. The HD models came out like a half a year, maybe a full year ago now, and I haven't gone through and played the game with the new overhauled look, so I could do something like that. Also, Blasphemous 2 came out just recently, a game I've been anticipating, although I'm a bit of a poser because I never managed to finish Blasphemous 1. Uh, Also, the remake for System Shock that came out. That's actually one of the things that delayed me from making the comeback to Gloomwood was picking up the System Shock remake because it's really fucking good. As someone who tried to get into it while it was, the remastered version that just sort of cleaned everything up but kept most of the 2D graphics and all the clunky controls, but I really liked the full 3D remake. Um, Also, Ultra Kill that I got into somewhat recently. I managed to get the secret boss, Minos Prime, and beat him on Violent, but that was a struggle. 300 restarts kind of struggle. But other than those few, any other ideas from you guys? Also, make sure to tell me if there's anything off in the videos, audio or otherwise. If it slips through my fingers, I'd really appreciate it that you guys would tell me. Because there's a lot more of you than I expected. I think this video, or the previous one, episode 5, has like 16 views, and I didn't expect to hit even double digits by just sort of throwing this stuff out here. Yeah. Oh shit, the clip's coming out the end. Anyways, with that out of the way, so as I went through, I got some pretty good stuff. From the church, the top area, 5 shotgun shells, game changer. And these little doodads, the choke bolts. Vapor-filled round for the Undertaker pistol, can extinguish fires and induce brief coughing fits in creatures. I'm hoping that will work as a stun on the goat. Because that's kind of the big thing we're running to, is we had no breathing room when dealing with the goat. I also found one of these while clearing the church. It won't show up in the footage because I didn't realize until afterwards when I went back to just check the under area of the church, sort of, just to see if there's anything else. But we do have 1 firebolt to our names. And also the powder horn, which I think they added in one of the recent updates, but I did not know it even existed. and we have filled it up using a little bit of gunpowder from outside of the Slaughtered Goat Tavern. Because a little fun fact, while I was coming in here the second time, because I actually had to load an earlier save. We're locked in here. My original plan was to just go back and grab stuff, but you actually can't. They lock you in with the big bastard. Yeah, so our literal only path is forward through him. And I'm hoping that this time I've got a plan, I've got the mojo, I've got bullets. I think we can do this. Hoping so, at least. Also, the Undertaker has not been bound to a key as of recent, so I don't know what's going on there. There he is. Oh, he immediately starts heading upstairs. Because last time he had a little bit of a startup period before heading in that direction. Guessing that's to try and discourage shotgun rushing like I do. It's the second one, shotgun shell. Hoorah. We are balling. Sorry you guys won't be able to actually see the animation this time, because it seems like the only safe spot. Check this quick. That has nothing to do with the safe. I think I heard him walking around upstairs? No, he's there. Quick. Not unpack. Uh-oh. I can't reload the Undertaker. I hope that's not a glitch of some kind. And we might be getting close to him very quickly. How many shotgun shells? 4 extra. This is already not what I wanted to be like. Where's that hole? I was too far forward. That was such a huge flub on my part. It's actually kind of funny how bad I am at doing anything and everything. So I'm actually going to quickly check out what on earth is going on with the Undertaker, because there used to be a hotkey for it. Tutorial, crosshair, vision cones, action log, dev console. Weapon 1, 2, 3, 4. Doesn't have a specific. I would have to change ammo type while I had it equipped. It doesn't have a specific button dedicated to it, because you can see up here it says marked 2 on the revolver. Do we have to somehow slot it in? I remember that was something you had to do in the Fallout game. There we are. You have to manually mark the slot you wanted to pick up. I guess I'll put it on 4, because I think the shotgun will default to 3. Alright, that was a pretty rough first attempt, but this... Let's try that a bit better. Grab the room key. We just bolt upstairs. We should be balling. And we'll have to swap ammo types on this after we pop the shotgun case to the smoke round, and hopefully that will serve as a stun. That we can use by pressing 4 for quick. This time. Oh, I summoned him up here by running around rather than walking. No, he's below me right now, rather than the normal. So we might be able to even kite him farther than usual. Yeah, because he went over there. I walked into the thing. Alright, he's going to come up here. We have just barely enough time. Oh, um, yeah, okay, so he's gonna be a bit harder to cheese than that. Not really cheese. Kiting is a valid strategy, but... Wait, also, load the save where I have everything set up. Kiting is a valid strategy, but I have to remember that the goat man can throw things. I'm not the only person with ranged options here. And probably also refrain from walking into them like I did with that first projectile. I forgot to save marking the Undertaker as 4. But we're good now. We're even balling, one might even say. Got our stuns on. Got the shotgun shells out, maxing. Reload the shotgun. Or I suppose first load, not reload. What? He hit me through the floor. That is some unfortunate wonky hitbox shenanigans right there. It also does not affect him. Alright. So, things we've learned. We cannot actually stun him using the choke rounds. That apparently only applies to smaller creatures, probably humans and dogs. Or fish dogs and hunters. So we will have to make use of our flame shell in order to... Yeah. That is upsetting that I just got one, and I'm going to immediately get rid of it. But this is probably the only time I'm going to use it anyways. Do a quick save since we're right here. Third time's a charm? Let's see. If I just stick to my plan, or my original plan that I made up, where I try and kite him by that hole in the railing. But I'm not very smart, you know? Sometimes I just panic, and I forget what my own plan is. It's a little upsetting, to be truthful. When I've got a perfectly nice game plan all made up, but I'm simply not smart enough to follow through on it. Just the one footstep to lure him over there. Oh, we went that way. That is not what we want, because I can't get line of sight on him from over there. Shotgun shells. You had to take the long right. Alright, we're gonna stun him. That's the spot right here. Ah! Alright, we're down. He's gone. Oh, we are balling. Ha 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 ha! Oh, the firebolt must have really been the key there. Because I don't think I used that many bullets compared to usual. I wonder if it's... Because my cousin said whenever he went through here, it was a stun effect that the fire shell had. But this time, it appears that the fire shell was his weakness. That's what caused him to burn up into a pile of goo. Slaughtered goat basement key. Well, on the upside, well, it used like all of my revolver bullets, but we had a good stock of those to begin with. And we got the shotgun now. and still a pretty decent amount of ammunition to work with. A little upset to lose my firebolt. I kind of wonder if I could hit him with the firebolt first, if that's the way you do it. If you just firebolt him and then kite him around. But that also feels a little bit metagamey to like load a save just to get back a resource you spent. Kind of like how I spent my first firebolt on that metal armored guy. But whatever, it's done. That was our victory, our W. If we die after this point before we get a chance to do a quick save, sure, I'll try that out. But otherwise... Oh, also that was one of the updates. You can hold the R key to unload bullets. And apparently check your gun. I did not know that. Okay, so their rifles use pistol rounds. Not completely unheard of since it's a revolver, but, you know. Oh, I wonder if you could also, when he's up there, grab one of these and start laying around traps. There's a lot of ways to deal with this guy. And I appreciate that. What's this? Horn of Olmar. From the Old Kingdom. Ivory. The power is long since faded. Possible... Oh. It has a specific song with it. Huh. That's neat. That's probably going to be worth a lot of money to the merchant whenever I finally get there. Ah, I see. And that's how we get back into the basement. You have to get the key off of them to get out of here, and then use the key to get out of the whole building. Ode to the Huntsman. Sun will soon sleep. Huh. The hunt begins, the hour is nigh. It makes me wonder what is up with the whole... What's the deep lore of everything that's going on in Gloomwood? Need help needed in the underport. Many hunters or travelers experience something is lifting beneath our house. I think that was teased in one of the recent dev diaries. Our cellar, thought I was nothing but a critter. I was known to the shop to crew some mice traps. Broke on belly by a horde's tench. So we saw it two sunken holes of canvas and a long sharp beak for its mouth. Constables won't listen to us. They threatened to hand us over to Darrow Cliff, but we know what you saw. Please someone help us. We cannot bring ourselves go back to our home. So the trappers don't seem... Well, perhaps not... The militia isn't the word for it. They seem like assholes. But, you know, they're trappers. Somebody's paying them off to be, you know, be mean to us, specifically. And they're going crazy for other reasons. The attic. Under the top drawer of that cat, I have my spare key to the basement. And I remember the switch to pull down the attic stairs. As I was told it near the bottom of a wall support on the second floor. But I can't see anything with how dark it is. I'll need to get my lantern. So there's a way up to the attic. There's an attic. Small bit of coin. Oh, another firebolt. Oh my gosh, the solution to the guy, to the goat man, was literally in the building with him the whole time. You know, sometimes my genius, it scares me, really. No one should have this much power. I'm going to be compulsively checking every furnace I come across. Firebolt. Oh, there's a pistol in here too. In case you somehow didn't already have one. So I love the design of the shotgun. It's a little goofy being a folding pump action. Because, to my knowledge, if you broke it in half like that, all the shells would just pop right out. And it would defeat the purpose of being, you know, a shotgun. Or a magazine-fed one. But I'm also not an expert. Zero spent bullets. I don't have much value for spent bullet casings. You can throw them as distractions, but I haven't actually made that much use of distractions in the game so far. Yeah, this useless thing. 666, very clever. Just busted that open. Nothing in the bucket or under the bed. Near the base of a wall support somewhere. Actually, yeah, there's probably... Oh, that's a spot there. I just have to find where the wall support it's on is. Probably one of the more three-dimensional ones. Because, you know, it'll pop out at you. I thought it was in the closet there for a second. Oh, you can hear the wind. That's creepy as fuck. Anyways, it said wall support on the second floor. We're on the second floor, and you would think that the switch for the ladder that's right there would be in this room. So I'll just have to search a bit harder. So it's dark up here, you need to get your lantern. So I assume it's in one of the more shadowed ones. Quickly read the note again. Top drawer of that cabinet, I have my spare key to the basement. I remember where the switch to pull down the attic stairs is. Told it was near the bottom of the wall support on the second floor. Well, I guess it could be in any of the rooms on the second floor then. I'll give this room another gander. Near the bottom. Near the bottom. This could be in the... behind one of the doors. Probably... oh, no. I don't think it'd be on any of these ones, but it could be in here. There we are. I bet that creates enough noise to... Is that not the attic? Huh. I might be silly. Unless that's the hole the guy comes up in through to hunt you in the attic. Oh my gosh, there's shotgun shells in here? 12 gauge. This is a beefy girl. God damn. Yeah, you can hide from the chunky bastard up on these areas. And you can blow him to high hell for an even easier kill, I bet. Yeah, so there's a lot of different ways to deal with the guy. I just happened to do the most direct one. Shoot the fuck out of him. And there's another button. So you get the spare basement key up here, and there's a spare button to let you... Yeah, slaughtered goat basement key. You don't even have to kill the goat man. You have to you don't even have to steal the one key off of his back. Huh. Yeah, something tells me they can come up through this one, or follow you up here, possibly, and you have to sneak around in the dark rather than, you know, going in a toe-to-toe fight. This old dumb plumbing system, but half this metal work is either corroded beyond the air, or built so long ago that they don't manufacture the parts anymore. The valve here can be used all over the city sewer system, but it's essentially scrap when it comes to this ancient heap of junk. Might as well order another beer while I figure this out. Being up here alone gives me the creeps. Something tells me that's going to be valuable. Oh, it's a big bastard, though. There's so much shit. A crime spree between 1884. Alright, so we have some years possible. 1885, now known as the Roomville Square murders, created intense pressure for the city's police force. Chief Constable of the day, Sir Reynold, Darkest Dungeon, Whitehall, was embroiled in controversy as the investigation continually failed to link any suspects to the increasingly grisly crime scenes.
A skilled surgeon or experienced knacker? Hmm. Some Jack the Ripper type bullshit. Doesn't help us with the combination on that safe, though. A wax cylinder? Fucking for real? Masculine urge to kill oneself. Actually, it makes me wonder if we can blow the safe open. Because that's surely got to be the thing you can do here, right? That's why you can quickly and easily drop an explosive barrel down here. Oh, or drop myself. Do some quick checks. It only goes up to 6, which does limit the number of combinations possible, but it's still a lot of guesswork I don't really want to do. So yeah, I think our best bet is to try and blow the bastard open. At least I assume that's what we can do. Only cost a couple of pistol bullets to make the attempt, so might as well. Can you carry these piles around? No, you can't even move them without the powder flask horn, but mine's already filled up. Didn't explode from falling, so it's not, at least it's not nitroglycerin. Do another quick round here to make sure that I didn't miss anything. I should probably leave these things open so I know I've checked them. Bunch of mugs. More mugs. No hint as to the code. Might be revealed later, though. That's also possible. But I like attempting to blow shit up. And we've got the spare pistol bullets to make it happen. At least I thought we did. There we are. B&LLS, Safe and Lock Company. You know, I gotta hand it to them. They build those bastards tough. And we're now down 3 revolver rounds. Could be worse. Could be worse. You know, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Still got a good stock anyways. There's a button. Keep that around. I'm gonna have to do some inventory management. I'm gonna have to leave some stuff behind. I don't have to use the button to get out of here, so I guess I might as well leave the button in case we have to come back and grab it. Yep, leads right down here. To the city gates. So our main path of progress forwards. Check my phone real quick. I guess, yeah, we'll just have to be picky with what we bring with us. Shit. Because I know that one of the upcoming chapters is city sewers. It's explicitly stated in the dev blog. So that's definitely going to be a useful item to have. We can stack all of the wax cylinders together. Don't need this button now. I think it's specifically for this place. Because it seems like so far every button slot has had a free button nearby to be pushed into it. Keep this because it's money. Probably a shit ton of money too. Shotgun shells. Money. Saves. Money. Popping lights. Popping fires / people. And now we don't have room for the powder horn. Might honestly have to make do, because we don't need this yet. The sewers aren't even open yet, so I don't think I can. I think I can safely, comfortably even leave this here, where we found it, and just take the powder horn and a spare syringe with us. Well, that means if I have to swap off of, yeah, no, we'll have to leave just a big stock of medical supplies here as well, because I have to have space for the fire shell. Take this out, and we're going to swap it back to the solid shots for popping glass lanterns, because that's usually the best use for it. But it'll also be nice to have the choke shots on hand as well. So I love how slick the animations are in this game. It's just a new blood staple, though, is doing a lot of work with a small number of polygons. Before I head forward, with the beast dead, we'll hit a save. And with how long we've been going so far, and with the extra narrated pieces I'll have to cook in, I think this will actually be where I end this particular episode. Not a terrible amount of progress, just a little bit, but, you know, I'd like to think it was at the very least entertaining. Obviously, tell me if I'm wrong in the comments. With that, I'll leave us on the radio.